Yo,
Yo.
yo. Buongiorno, Pasquale.
Good morning, buongiorno.
How are you?
I'm good, very good. My frog a little bit no, but in general I'm good. I'm so good. I'm in another country to discover other culture. So wow, it's the best experience of my life for the moment. So
Just to introduce you for a little bit, the guy who's sitting next to me is Pasquale Cammareri from Regina, the South of Italy. He's a legend, for real. Yeah, that's the guy with the most sympathetic accent that I ever met in my life. Doesn't matter what he's saying, it's always like positive. It's always funny as well, don't get it wrong, but you know how I mean it. So, man, I love this. So
yeah. Sometimes I understand that my accent starts to be comic. Okay, the Italian accent is famous in all the world, so I transform my weakness to not use well. I don't know very well the English, so I transform one of my weakness to I can say a comic and positive way, and to speak a little bit of English with the accent of Italian. So, and for some people it's comic, and I like, because I like optimistic way to live the life.
I mean, that's what I'm feeling. Definitely, doesn't matter when I'm spending time with you. You're always you, and that's something that I told you like so many times, and another friends as well.
Thank you. No, really.
Like,
I appreciate so much this compliment for you for the first time that you arrived, because okay, maybe arrive other people from other friends of my other roommates, but you was the first that you understand me a little bit more, and so really I appreciate so much when you say me like this. Oh, really, I say, wow, you understand these things, that I'm like me, no? I'm real. I'm completely natural. I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to create nothing about of my person. No, so I'm like this, and you understand this. So really, really, thank you so much.
Appreciating that you're appreciating. Man, I love this, for real. But first, before we start to dig deeper into your life and everything, maybe you could introduce yourself a little bit. I mean, I already mentioned that you're from Regina, but just tell us some things.
In reality, I'm from Reggio Calabria.
Oh,
It's from the south of
Didn't know that.
no, but wait, I'm from Reggio Calabria, from the south of Italy. The region is Calabria, no, Reggio di Calabria. But I'm not. I really thank you to say Regina, because Regina is the team of Reggio Calabria, no, team football team, and I really like that you say you are from Regina, because in the south of Italy we have, in most of the real near to my city, we have this team. Regina, that is so, I can say, is a cultural football for us. Is a traditional to go to see Regina, to support Regina. So for some reason, I'm more happy to say I'm from Regina and not from Reggio Calabria, because it's more also the football. I like so much the football, so. It's something that I really. It's like to say you are from Juventus, you are from Liverpool, you are from Manchester United. It's good, no? Because you combine a good passion that you have, so the football, and the area, geographic area where you're from. So why not? Why not? It's can be a good introduction also. No, but in general, I'm from this town, really, in the south of Italy, but I studied from the 2014 in the north of Italy, Turin, Politecnico di Torino. I study energy and nuclear engineering for the first 3 years. I take my bachelor degree last year, exactly, I think. Yeah, I think 1 year ago. And now I'm in the first year, and in the second semester of the second year of the master degree in energy and nuclear engineering in Politecnico of Turin. And my life now is only focused to take this degree, to conclude my studies, and also to give like a big present for my parents, for my family.
To
this
make them
thing,
proud, right?
yeah, and then to be autonomous, to find a job, to have my money, I can say, the money that I deserve to when I work, to find a job, and to discover other culture, other tradition in the world, to travel a lot. I hope my work, my job, bring me this occasion. We'll see. I hope.
I mean, you mentioned it already regarding discovering another cultures and everything. And
I really like
and you're
geography.
doing it. You're doing it all right. Because you're here in Monterrey.
At the moment, yes, but I want to do more. I can say I regret sometimes because the first, the second year of university, I don't travel too much. I stay a little bit in my city to study, to understand well how to study energy engineer, no? Because it's not so easy, and also it's a little bit different from the other studies. The impact was so big. But then I understand that maybe the best way of studying is also to understand the other culture. So I go to France, I go to Copenhagen, Denmark, I go to Malta.
Because of your study, or
No. Malta for my studying, but the other travel only for discover, to stay a little bit there, holiday, and also to go to museum to discover a culture like this. But I really want to do more. When I finish my study, I really want to go, I guess, in Asia. At the end of this semester, I go to USA for the first time. Las Vegas, San Diego, Los Angeles. Okay, it's a little bit holiday, not very in a cultural way, but only to discover a little.
But still, to defend you, man, because you're so disciplined regarding studying for the university and everything. Like, this guy is really, really disciplined, and he's the one who deserves holidays. Like, if you're studying that much and doing that much, like, for yourself and for others, man, take your time, take your holidays.
Thank you.
For real, like, it's nothing negative, and you're gonna discover the culture.
No, but really, this concept is very, I can say, important. No, I can say you study always, so take your time, take your holiday a little sometimes to stay a little bit calm, no, to enjoy the life. But sometimes I enjoy the life studying. I cannot say that I like to studying, but I'm curious. I want to know other things.
That's the best thing.
So I can say one year happened that I passed all the exam, and okay, I don't want to say that I passed all the exam. I have also my problem. I'm a natural student.
It's
I'm
okay,
not,
but no.
I passed all the exam in the first the first date, no, of my exam, and then I come back in the south of Italy. That is not a big city. It's not something very special to do, but I stay with my family, and in some hour of the afternoon, I say, and now. What do you do? Really? And now, because I can say, used to study, to live the moment, to live the anxiety of the exam, to try to solve an exercise for different days, and for different days you cannot solve, and then one day you think for 3 seconds and you solve it, and you can say, how is possible? For 5 days, in 10 hours, 4 days, I don't solve it, and then in 2 seconds you solve it. Yeah, sometimes I really like these things. Sometimes, like you say, it's important to take a moment for holiday. Really, you don't think about anything about studying. It's important, really.
Yeah, just the balance in general.
And for this, I can say only to prove that the holiday moment can be also a good moment to educate yourself, to improving. I play when I'm only to use 10 minutes now of break. I play chess online. You never know? Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I play chess online. Only 1 to match. Yeah. Very fast. 3 + 2 minutes. And really, I enjoy it because these things. Okay, if you win, you gain point. Yeah. If you lose, this thing that you lose, you put in your studying. So you want to study more because you lose it. And so it's a circle, no? You finish the match. If you lose it, you study better. When you finish to study, you want a break, so you start again a new match, and that's it. And you can continue.
Exactly.
You can continue.
In the end, we cannot lose. Either we win or we learn.
Exactly.
Because that's it.
Exactly. And also, I can say, chess for me is one of the best fair and good sports.
Yeah.
It's a sport. It's on Olympics. So in Olympics games. So I really like the chess, and also it's only up to you. You don't depend of the referee, you don't depend of the other team of it's only up to you. how you studied, how you improve it, how much you know about the chess. You can show it.
And sometimes how you have to adjust to your opponent as well, right? Or don't?
In Italian way, no? No, I'm joking. No, but yeah, sometimes yes, but I can say it's always up to you. You can find a solution always. You can, if you studied, if you know very well chess, you can find always the solution.
Well, maybe let's get deeper into this topic, like chess in general, because you define it as sports, and I guess there's sometimes a controversy or a debate regarding, is this a sports or not? What is real sports? Or what is real sports for you?
These are a really good question. First of all, I say one thing, very stupid thing, but when you play, the match of chess can be 3, 4, 5 hour, 10 hour. You cannot say before. Okay, maybe knowing your opponent, you can say, maybe I can win easily, but never say this, never. So you can finish the game and you lose the weight, because when you think, you lose the liquid, I can say, the weight that you have, because you used your energy to think. More in deeply you go, more hour is the match, more you lose the weight. It's proved, these things. It's scientific proved. So this is the first justification I can say is a sport, because when you do sport, you use your energy, so you lose your weight or your liquid, you start to sweating. So like this, these things. But to do a sport, first of all, for me, you have to be equal. Everyone, okay, with this ability, can win, but at the beginning have to be equal, male and female. And you can say in chess, everyone can play. It's not only a tournament for only male or a tournament for all girl at all. So can be normal a match against male and woman. But also, I can say before, you can study before the match how much you want. Better you know the openings and the final moving, better is more probable that you can win. And also is something that in this moment you have to be focused to the match in this exact moment, in this hour of 3-4 hours of the match, because maybe you studied a lot, but can happen that you forgot everything. So it's important I can say you're faster to think, your faster way to understand the thing, to the position, and to go to win the match. So the quality of the opponent, everyone have to be the good chance to win with other people like each other, no? Everyone have to be the winning. And also, if it's, I can say, when you depend of something or someone, like I say, a referee, it's penalty. No, it's not penalty, football. But you lose a league because the referee don't give you a penalty. And you depend for another person. And this creating you, like I say, a struggle. No, really, I want to win this game, but the referee don't give me the penalty. In chess, no, you cannot depend by anyone. Okay, there are situations for who know chess that maybe the referee is important, such like this, but 90% of the match are decisive by yourself. You do the mistake, you do the good move. That's it. No, it's not you depend from someone. Now the new era is about the computer, so you can evaluate the position through the computer, the process thinking of the computer, but it's always a human sport. So the human factor, psychology, is always important in chess, like in every sport. So for this, I say I really like. I cannot say is really the definition of sports, but it's so near. It's so near, yeah.
Thank you for your insight, like how you think about sports. And let's remain at this topic. I guess your favorite sport in that case is football, right?
Yeah.
Or is it basketball?
No. It's football because I grew up with the sport. My father is, was a football player. I'll
Yeah?
tell you a story.
Yeah?
I'll tell you a story.
Tell me.
My father, I'm from a little town near to Reggio Calabria. Santa Eufemia d'Aspromonte, for someone that
Shout out.
it's a little town, 5,000 inhabitants, but it's really traditional of the south of Italy, all dialect, all the cuisine of the south of Italy. I suggest you to come one day.
I will.
And he play for the entire career for the team of my little town. No, one day when he was young, a scout, I can say, of USA, of New York, come to the south of Italy and watch him to play.
Yeah.
At the end of the match, he scored 2 goals. He's a midfielder. It's not like
Like
an
which
attack.
middle field? Defensive? Offense?
More
Left, right?
defensive, more defensive.
Okay.
But I can say for this category is a little bit more strong, no, than the other people. Maybe it cannot be Cristiano Ronaldo, but it was a really good. And now he have a one physics fantastic. Really, I don't know. He have 54 years ago, 54 years old, and he have a physique like 25 years old. I don't know. It's fantastic. The scouts say, you want to play for my team, no?
But which team was it?
I was in New York, near to New York, but I don't know really the name. Maybe now is not exist more. I don't know. My father said no.
Why?
Because was this day when the scout asked to him was the anniversary of 1 year with my mother. So he was so in love, no, with my mother that probably if he went to USA, probably everything is finished. The life completely changing. Maybe I'm not here. No, I don't know. Everything completely changed. So he said, no, I want to stay in my roots, no, in my tradition with my girlfriend, no, and then became my mother. And really, when he told me these things, I understand that I can trust always about my father, because he say no about the life, to be more rich, to be more in USA, in New York, to be a new life completely, to stay in a little town. I can say he's not so rich. He don't have anything. He only to play football in this country, in this little town with a new girlfriend that he was so in love that I can say, wow, he take the good decision. And I have a lot of I don't know in English really the name, the words.
Say it in Italian.
Stima. Stima, because when you really appreciate someone, maybe you not love him, but you say, I can say you have respect of him, but in a more formal way. I don't know in English really. I can check maybe.
Doesn't matter. We got it.
Stima. And first of all, you have to stima someone, to have respect of someone. First of all, think about, and then everything start to be more clear for me, and have a particular relationship with my father, starting on this.
I mean, I can see that, like, right in a moment that you're really admiring him.
I admire. Yes, you admire. You really, I can say you have respect. You admire him because he take this decision without thinking, without any problem, because it's real natural, no?
Yeah, it's like this intuition that he had, and
wow,
was the right thing. And I just wanted to correct you, because you were telling that he is not rich or something. You don't have to be rich to be rich.
I know.
You know what I mean. So money is not everything. We
Exactly,
talked about it anyway.
exactly.
So,
but about the football, I can say he teach me everything about football. He from Juve, he support Juve. Okay, first of all Regina, but then Juve, and so for this I support Juve. But also he bring me every day to the training for Regina when I play for Regina. At 12 years, 13 years, like this. He finished the work. He bring me to the school. We go to Regina. I study in the car during the travel. I do the training. I take a shower. When we come back to my town, it's like 50 kilometers far away from Reggio Calabria. I study in the return. I come back at home. I eat. I was completely tired and I go to sleep. Every day like this. Every day like this. Because he wanted I became a player, no? Okay, maybe I can say really I don't know the words, but maybe I don't expect him that I cannot be a player because he want to be that me became a player, but maybe I don't was obedient, no, because it's important for him that me became a player because he really liked the football. But really, he grow up me in this way, and yeah, football is my life.
But in the end, you didn't become a player?
No.
Because?
Because, okay, there are some factors different, but one of the things, because I'm not really good, first of all.
I appreciate this honesty. I really appreciate it.
I'm good, but not to be Maradona or something like. No. Maybe if I continue, I can be a good player, but not to reach Serie A. I don't know. Maybe no. The other thing is that there was a problem in the street to go in the Reggio Calabria to go for the training. And so this requires a lot of time. We need 1 hour more to be there, and this completely change our plan every day like this. No, everything is combined, no, to go to the training. But this changing, then I start the high school, and my father say, no, it's better that you study, and that's it.
And he said it to you.
Yeah. With the heart in the hand, but he said, yeah.
I mean, in the end, it was a good decision, I guess, because you're studying energy and nuclear engineering.
Yeah, maybe.
Or? Why?
Or?
Okay.
No, yes, but it's a good decision, okay, but I regret always about these things because my father really wanted I became a good player because he really liked the sport, the football, but I don't respect his choice, no, because I don't improve it too much. I don't study football too much.
But in that case, you shouldn't judge yourself.
Yeah. I know.
I mean,
but it's something that the first thing that I want in my life is that my parents are happy of me.
Happy, yeah.
No more, not me happy. My parents. So this times my father. Okay, what to say? Have to accept this choice because it's my choice, but also a different factor of the society choice. So you have to accept this. But for this choice, my father was not happy, and for me was a little bit more painful, no? Because
he wasn't happy.
Yeah.
But is he now?
What?
Happy.
Yeah. No, okay, we forgot completely. And also now there is my brother that play, and is more better than me. Yeah. So now is only focused with my brother to play football, and
I mean that's something everybody of us has to learn, I guess. I mean we are not parents yet, but we're gonna become parents in a few years, I guess. Whatever. We don't have to put that much pressure on our kids or like too much expectations, because I don't live for anybody else's expectations, even though they mean it like in a good way, you know.
Yeah,
if you're like made for something different, do this different thing. And I guess you admitted it. You were not that good.
Yeah.
So at one point, it doesn't make that much sense to invest too much time in a thing that you're not that good at. So you should invest time in something that you're better.
Yeah.
Invest in your strengths and fuck your weaknesses, for real. Like be aware when you're weak at something. Okay, nice, but invest your time to improve your strengths.
Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree. He take this choice. I'm happy of this. Really, I have only to say thank you to my parents because they give me everything of life. I cannot say that I have lack of everything of anything because I
That
have
you don't have lack of anything.
lack.
Okay, yeah.
So I can travel, I can study, I can have brother and sister, I can have friends, I can eat, I can watch film, I can go to the sea. It's the life. I have everything. I'm really lucky about this. And sometimes I think about also here in Mexico. I see the disparity of the society. No, there are some people that really maybe they are happy with a little bit of paper. I don't know to play to a little bit of wood. No, to play. I don't know. And they are happy, but they don't know the other side of the world. And I know these things, so I can notice this difference. And for this, I'm happy. Really, I can say I'm really lucky. I'm very lucky about this. And when I cook food, I can say pasta. I don't want that this food go in the waste, in the trash, because really it's important to not waste wood, waste water, because there are people that really don't have nothing, really don't have nothing. And I see these things here for the first time, really, but also in Malta. Okay, say Malta, no one know, but there are few parts that really. And now about the new phenomena immigration. That a lot of African people come to the south of Italy, Malta, and then want to go in Europe. Really, I see some scene very painful. Really, these people go out from the war, but they have to fight against the sea, against the police in Libya. Have to fight against everything, only because to live, to live the life, no. To create a new life, only this.
I mean that just touched my heart. Like the last 3 minutes, to be honest, because you just feel it that you are genuinely grateful for the opportunity to live.
Yeah, really.
You are
really,
and that's so amazing for real. Because I mean, it's like the most typical quote: "Don't take anything for granted."
No.
But I have the feeling that you're really not taking anything for granted. Like.
Really, I sometimes I have to be very, very thankful to God and to my parents. To also, I grew up in a family very, very compacted. I can say very unit.
With a very tight bond, right?
Yes, because everyone love each other. No, because we are very compact family, very love. No, I can say.
It's unconditional love.
Yeah, unconditional love, and this create create me something that I have to say thank you to everyone, because there are family, because you cannot choose when you want to birth, in which family you want to birth. You cannot choose. So I can say you have to be lucky when you birth. If you birth in a good, not good family, then your future start to be a little bit more bad. But you can change your future.
Sure. But it's a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, it's a little bit more complicated. So I have only to say thank you to my parents and God. I'm really lucky. Yeah.
What are the names of your parents?
My parents are Domenico. He's the footballer. Domenico, and my mother is Graziella.
Shout out Domenico and Graziella. But we didn't talk about your mother. Because, should we talk about her? Like, what is she doing actually?
If I start to talk with my mother, I start to crying, because if I have a very good relation with my father, you have to, I say in an injury way, you have to multiply for 2 times 10 with my mother. I love her. We are like I can say brother and sister. We are mother and son. We are everything. She understands me in 1 second. I understand her in 1 second. I understand everything of his life. She can understand everything of my life, every my choice, every my thought. No, he understand everything, and I can say she was 10 years out of my house, of my home. No, when I grow up to find a job. Not to find a job. He have a job already to be a teacher.
Okay.
But she before was secretary in a lawyery studios. But then he refused the job. He fired. No, the lawyer himself. She self fired.
Okay.
To go to be a teacher. The problem is that in Italy there are some problem with the teacher, and in the sense that you have to be in a graduation, in a ranking with some points. Depending on those points, you'll be more near to your town or not. Some very strange things. Okay. And so for 10 years, she was in the north of Italy, near to Genova, little town in Peria, to work there to do a teacher. And I see her for only 3 times in a year. I grew up like this, in a way that I grew up without a mother, but I grew up with a mother, because every day that pass, I understand that she do these things for us, for me, my sister, and my brother. Okay, my brother was not alive at this moment, but birth after. But for me, for my sister, and for my father. So really, it's another episode of that demonstrate that my parents give everything, give his life for me, for my sister, and this teach me. And for this she is a teacher, because he teach me how to live, how to have the good value of the life, of the son, of a family, of the job, of the connection. Or I work, so I want to be paid, because it's I can say a respectful thing about the society. The job give you a dignity, and this is so important. And I can stay here to talk about my mother for all day. But
I know.
really, my mother is everything for me, everything.
Shout out Graziella once again. For
Ciao,
real,
mama.
you did a great job, because this guy is so fucking grateful for everything. Man.
No,
That's so cool. That's really cool.
And also, if you think about my mother, more genius, more not genius, more natural, homogeneous, more natural, more normal is my grandmother. My grandmother is also everything for me. Is the best. Is most passionate person in the world, I can say. Really, she is so full of value. He can suffer everything, but she lived the life normally. She lived the life and tried to fight against the life. Fight against all the difficulties that the life put you. No, but for this, I really admire also my grandmother. Wow. I can say for this, I repeat, I'm so lucky to be in this family, because I think anyone is birthed in this family can grow up very easily in a good way. And for this, I'm happy, because also I'm from the south of Italy, and in the south of Italy we are problem like mafia, we are problem like that. If you don't grow up in a good family, you maybe after 10 years of studying, you finish your study. You never finish your high school. And it's so important to study, because you create yourself, you create your shape, the shape of your soul. And I think studying is the only way to understand the life and to understand how to live. So grow up in a family like this, give you the opportunity to study and to understand which are the good value. So really, I can grow up in a I can say bad family with
that is
a
a bad-
different mentality,
Mhm.
and became a guy, normal guy of the world, a Mexican, Italian, Norwegian guy, but with the mentality more old and more mafious mentality. We cannot say. So
That's-
I'm really happy to grow up in this family, because I can say I avoid this chance to grow up in a family, is in a not good family. So really,
I mean, it's up if you're growing up in a, let's say, family with different conditions, like unlucky conditions.
yeah,
still-
but I'm sorry, I'm not talking about the
Mhm.
economic
Mhm.
condition.
Yeah, sure,
really.
sure.
I'm only
Like
talking
when-
about the mentality.
Yeah, sure,
How
sure.
your family give you the mentality.
Exactly. That's what I meant. Actually, I didn't know just how to express
Exactly,
myself
exactly.
properly. Still, if this is not a good thing, the surrounding of your surroundings, like
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you're friends or maybe other relatives or strangers that you meet, or when you're in a sports club, like playing, doesn't matter, football,
Yeah,
basketball, or
yeah.
even chess, you can meet somebody who has like this good mentality and who is having a greater impact on you, and then making a positive thing, a positive effect.
Yeah.
And in the end, you're gonna grow up more or less the same as you did, but just in a different
Yeah,
way.
really. Also, when I know another person, and this person became my friends, and then more than friends, no, not girlfriends or boyfriend, no. I'm talking about really a good friends, no.
Yeah.
I have to. No, I have to. I want that I give something to him or her, and her or him give something to me, in a way that both we can improve, both we can learn, both we can improve our friendship.
Yeah.
In this way is so important. If someone, I can say, it's not a theory, but you notice when a friendship was broken, we finish a friendship,
Mhm.
maybe someone is not given more to another people. I don't know. Maybe
Can be, yeah. I mean, I love the theory.
I have this idea because everything happened to me when I broken a friendship, because someone changed the mentality, changed the way of thinking, and for this don't give me the good thing that I was used to receive before, no.
Mhm.
And so this changed the relationship, the link, the connection that I have with this person. This person don't give me what I want of friendship, and for this you cannot find any motivation to continue the friendship, and you broke it. But everything starts because there is no more trade of something.
A
There is
trade,
no
yeah.
there is no more exchange of something, information, culture thing, suggest, advice, experience, everything.
I mean, if you give, you love.
Yeah,
normally.
exactly.
That's I just have a random quote in my mind.
Exactly.
I guess I'm just gonna tell it. Kindness in words creates confidence.
Yeah.
Kindness in thoughts creates profoundness, and kindness
Whoa.
in giving creates love.
Wow. Really, you give me something today. I'm happy.
Let's exchange knowledge. No, yeah, it is how it is. You have to give more, I guess.
Yeah.
And just to create a bridge to this other
Exactly.
topic, because you were talking a lot of about studying and how important it is to study because you're creating yourself in a
Yeah,
way.
of course.
Why did you choose in the end to study energy
Wow.
and nuclear engineering?
I expect that you give me this question. You ask me this question. First thing, I don't want to say that I take energy engineer because I'm someone that I want to change the world with the renewable sources, climate change, something like this. Okay, there are this argument, but the first thing that I want to say is because I want to maintain my scientific and engineering way to see the life. I finished my high school, and thank you to one of my professor of mathematics, I really start to understand mathematics and physics. So I say, first of all, I have to choose engineer. Which one? Well, I don't care. Maybe I can choose electric, mechanical, yes, energetic, everything. But first of all, engineer. Because an engineer, in my point of view, maybe it's completely wrong, I don't know, but also a mathematician, someone related with a scientific way, a scientific area, give you maybe the best way to think the reality, the life. Because really, sometimes, thank you to my university, Politecnico of Torino, sponsor. No, it's a good university. There are better, but everyone can improve. Thank you to my university. They give me the good way to think everything, starting from a little exercise of physics 1, to arrive to the most difficult exercise of the career. No, they give you the way to think, to sit down, calm, think which one is the best way to arrive at the good solution to the objective, which one is the best way and how to arrive in this way. So I think that everyone have to, maybe who like the engineer, because
sure, everybody has
someone,
a different taste,
of course. But first of all, I want to maintain this link in my mind, this connection with the scientific way, engineer way. Then I start to see all the faculties, that we have, all departments, and I choose energy engineer for economic job finding opportunity, because I think that maybe in the future is one of the area of the market that can give me a job. Okay, maybe it's opportunistic this argument, but also when you have to find a nice school and a university career, you have to think about this. You have to take
always
in account, almost in Italy. And also for a way that I return the favor to God, because we are in the earth. We have to preserve the earth. Why waste completely everything? Return to the discourse before. We have to be lucky and say thank you to God, because we have this earth. Fantastic, really. And also studying, you can understand how much is wide the universe, and you cannot find another suitable planet for us, for the humanity. And only studying, you know how much is wide. And you can say, really? It's so wide that you cannot find another planet? Really? It's so fine that you cannot find another planet? Okay, now is Mars. Everyone want to go to Mars. Okay, but this condition is in a wire, no? It's in a little equilibrium. If you change something, everything is finished. And we are here, but the humanity is 5% of the history of the world. Of the world, I can say the Earth.
Even less, I guess.
Yes. So in this 5%, we are destroying everything of the previous decades, I can say.
But still,
century.
In terms of taking care of the Earth and everything, still your course includes energy engineering and nuclear engineering, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that a little bit contradiction in that case, nuclear engineering, or how do you see that point?
Not completely, because it's difficult now to explain, because you have to know how works the nuclear engineer, everything, above all the fission power plant, not only the fusion power plant. Sorry, my voice.
It's okay.
Because the fission power plants are good, are some advanced, advantages, but there are some disadvantages, like the radioactive scories. And you have to use in such a way these things, not use to put in some parts of the world, no, these things. Okay, maybe you can say, with this radioactive scories, you are destroying the world, you are destroying the earth. But this is not the problem of the radioactive or the nuclear engineer. It's the problem how we use these radioactive scories. So the problem is for human in general. Not
so you want to say that we are using it in a wrong way?
Exactly.
How do you mean? Can you explain it a little bit further, or is it a little bit too complicated?
Yeah, it's a little bit too complicated, because I cannot say that you can put these scories in another place or in another parts of the earth. I'm not saying this, but you have to understand that there are, I can say, chemical reaction, nuclear reaction that bring to create these nuclear scories. So if you start at the beginning to not create these nuclear scories, maybe it's better, or to contain this nuclear scories, to reduce the amount of nuclear scories. It is a little bit more complicated, but I want to say only one thing. The nuclear power is a really big opportunities. Okay, maybe when you think about nuclear, you think immediately Chernobyl and Fukushima.
No, I think in a negative way, for example.
Okay,
I don't want to judge it, but that's how I think.
Okay, but I can understand that you think about in a negative way, because you know about Chernobyl and Fukushima that a lot of people died for this accident. For this, I can understand you, but you see the Chernobyl TV series?
I didn't, to be honest.
Really? First of all, you have to see this TV, because it is very good. They explain everything good, and also watching this TV series, you can understand that the problem is not only the nuclear reactor physically. The nuclear reaction of the nuclear reactor is another parts of factor that contribute to this accident, and all the other factors are about the human kind. So a human error, not only the nuclear reactor in this technology, no. But also Fukushima, everything works good in Fukushima. Everything. The only thing is that the humankind, I can say, I give the guilty to humankind, but to the engineer of the nuclear reactor, don't create a more high wall to prevent the tsunami. And so the problem was not that the nuclear reactor, due to the earthquake, start to destroy, and then core start to be fusion. No, the problem was that the diesel generator that creates electricity at the end of the Fukushima, when the nuclear reactor don't have more energy to produce, to be produced, they have to create a new energy, but this diesel generator was completely immersed in the water because they arrived the tsunami.
Yeah.
So we come back at the beginning. The problem, like you understand the nuclear reactor, is not that the nuclear reactor doesn't work. The nuclear reactor works, but the humankind have to think about all the other factors that can affect the working of a nuclear reactor. And I can say it's again a human error. But why there are always a human error? Because it's so complicated, the nuclear reactor. You reach so high temperature, you reach so high level of pressure, and it's not easy for the human being to control this kind of energy, because it's so particular, so complicated. And for this, we start to improving the nuclear reactor buildings and material and everything with experience, because we start to understand how it works. And this is the same about the future nuclear reactor, because future nuclear reactor is more better, but we reach condition that only inside the sun are given, no? With 10,000 Celsius degrees of temperature. 10,000. How you create a condition of 10,000 in the Earth?
You know?
I know because I studied, but I don't know at the moment how to do. But I want to say, I'm energy and nuclear engineer, so I'm not only focused in nuclear engineer. It's one part of my studies, but I also focused in renewable and non-renewable engineer. I have everything.
Like it's in general.
It's the name. It's the name
engineering.
that is only put it in energy and nuclear engineer, but can be easily energy engineer. That's it. But I study a little bit of nuclear and fission power plant and fusion power plant. So for this I know a little bit. But in general, it's not my exactly career. No, only focused in nuclear power plant. No, there is a career like this, but I don't take it.
Okay, a good point actually. Good to know. So just to come to a conclusion, I mean, actually you came to a conclusion, but it's not about the nuclear energy in general. It's about the human being.
Also,
like what are the human errors? Because we know people are complicated.
Yeah. For this, if the people are complicated, you can imagine, no, the nuclear reactor.
But I mean, actually, I understand why you have to study some things like this, because it's already existing, and you have to be aware how something works and why it is actually here and there. If it's good, like there's always a debate, but it's okay. Maybe one last question, because I'm really curious about it, because you're like a really scientific guy, like you're really into it. But on the other hand, you were thanking to God as well. So there's like this other debate between spirituality and science.
I always have this answer for this question.
Tell me.
Because there is a scholar, Italian, that is Benedetto Croce, if I remember wrong, that say, okay, there is the debate, the church and the God, the religion is like this, the scientific part is like this, but he says something that I studied these things in the first year of high school or second year, I don't remember, and when I studied, I take it and, okay, I say, this is my idea, really. This is my idea. I don't live away, never. Because maybe it's difficult to explain you. Maybe if you know Italian, it's more easy for me. I don't know. Because it's really complicated, but it's very deep concept. You can understand better how big, wide, complex, different, various is the world created by the human, the God. Only studying his properties, his different phenomena, his different representation through the scientific way. It's not easy. If you are religious, you think that God create everything, no? Create the earth, create the human being. According to the Bible, in 7 days, He created everything, and the sea, the sun, everything. But you can say, how is possible that one man create all these things? No. Is not possible, no, because you are thinking about the real life. We are only 1 meter and 90 centimeter. We cannot take a mountain and to move it, no, easily. It's not like this. It's only to understand that you, like a little being in the wide universe, you have to live. You have to have a believing, no, in something. You have to worship something, because you are not able to understand everything, because it's too much for you. Exactly for this, because the human being is so little, so weak against everything. So you have to attach yourself to some religious. I can say now we in the modern society we say religious, but it's not religious. It's someone that have linked with another thing and not material thing.
So
Maybe
either if it's God or the universe
yeah,
whatever.
Exactly.
Mhm.
For a religious guy it's God, but for another not religious can be the I don't know, the importance of something else that you cannot call religious, you can call in another way. It's
A
not,
belief.
it's a belief, and this belief allow you to live the life, and how you can understand how big, how important is this belief for you.
Mhm.
Only studying in a scientific way, so in a concrete way, in a mathematician way, in a physics way, these things, this representation of the belief. And so I can say you study the I don't know, I can say the three law of Newton,
Mhm.
no?
Yeah.
The gravity and that's it, and all the stuff like this, and you understand well these things through the scientific and physics point of view, and you can say, whoa, there is these things, and you understand better in deep these things through the scientific point of view, and you say, oh, so this allow me to live in the earth because we are the gravity. Otherwise, without gravity,
Mhm.
you know that we cannot live. And you understand that, okay, so I'm living because this believing, this being, no, in the world that allow this thing, that create these things, allow me to live, no? And it's like a circle, no? You understand that this being create these things to allow you to think, and you return the favor, studying in a scientific way how much is important your being for you. It's not easy.
No, but that's a good sentence, man. That's a really good sentence.
It's not easy to explain you because I'm not good in English. Maybe you noticed this, but I want to improve. Maybe in Italian I can explain you better, or in another 10 years I improved my English and I sent you a message and I explain me better. But I think it's Benedetto Croce is the scholar that I think. I don't know now if it's correct, 100%. But I sent to you maybe the name and you can check
do it
everything.
definitely.
Yeah.
But I can imagine recording 1 or 2 or 3 or I don't know how many more sessions with you because it's so interesting. I really enjoy listening to you. Like for real,
Thank
you
you.
could just talk and I'm just gonna sit there and like, nice, for real. But still, I guess we have to have lunch later.
Maybe yes.
I'm really hungry, to be honest. But man, I'm so grateful that you shared your thoughts with me, with us in general.
Why not?
And really looking forward for another podcast session and for endless conversation about God and the earth. And
Okay.
muchas gracias.
De nada, Jovan, de nada.
Nice.
Mucho gusto. Hola a todos.